Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Jana Talk podcast. I'm truly happy to see you here today. Today I have a special topic, respectively two topics I would like to share with you. First, what interviews you can look forward in the upcoming weeks, because they will be truly inspiring and I believe that you will really love it. And secondly, I have one topic which is really a common thread to actually almost every single interview I have done, because everything actually starts within us. How do we feel? How do we fulfill our life? If we put joy in our life, or if we just fulfill duties at work, in our private life, because we were taught as children to how to support others, how to hold space. We were really how to be a good girl or a good boy. You know this feeling, right? I definitely know this feeling because it was my case for many years. Currently, I am 42 years old, a sexy age. I know that you would not probably say that I'm this age, but yes, truly, I have come up with this actually learning after quite a long time, but actually it's better to come with this learning at some point, at some age, that's never right. So yeah, that's me, Jana. So actually playing a good girl or playing a good boy is not the best thing we should do in our life, because then you forget about yourself. Then you forget about your desires, your wishes. And definitely I'm sure that you know also the feeling that we are overloaded with social media, with online, with news, with duties, with work, because there is more and more work nowadays. Also duties at work, at home, because you have husband or wife, which you need to also take care of. Then kids, the duties with the kids, their hobbies, traveling. And where is the space for you? Where is the space for you? It's actually hidden if you don't make it. If you don't make the space first in your head and then in your time, so you can enjoy more life. So when I'm interviewing the guests, I have been doing it actually for many years, not only here in the podcast Jana Talk, but actually for approximately 7 years, something like this, because I've been working in the past in the radio. My whole journey at work is marketing strategist, and preparing strategies and helping brands how to make them visible and shine in the market and among the competitors, to make them more interesting. But talking to people and making interviews and listening to them and making interesting stories, talking from the people I worked with or I talked to, was also another thing I always loved in my whole life, actually. So I can count maybe my whole life, not only the 7 years I was telling you. So the thing is, when I was thinking about it the past year, when I'm doing the podcast, everything starts with us. I will tell you how I mean it. That means that whatever relationship we have with our suppliers, friends, family members, bosses, everyone, it starts within us. The better relationship you have with yourself, the better you have also relationship with your closest people, closest one, or everyone actually you are cooperating with, so at work. And it influences really totally everything. How you set up your boundaries, how you are willing to do everything for others, but you forget about yourself because you put yourself at the last place. I know this feeling properly. So because when I, as a marketeer, which my profession is almost 20 years, that's really crazy when I say it aloud, really. But as a marketeer, for me were always important brands. How to make the brand shining in the market, how to make it visible more and more, and finding creative spaces, creative ideas, how to make it really differently shine in the market, online, or in among like all ATL and BTL channels. So that means like everything. If conferences, radio, TV, online, outdoor, everywhere actually. So, but I forgot about one important thing, one key thing. That was me. And I put the brands always on a pedestal because, as the good girl, who prefers the brands and wants to make them really shine. That's okay. I'm proud of it, because I achieved with the brands, actually with every single brand which I was taking care of or responsible for 2 or more countries. I always achieved success with them. But more and more, I tended to forget about myself, and the balance in my life was slowly disappearing. So that's also what I would like to share, not like my story, but just to let you know that I truly know what is this about, because I was playing this, I'm not sure if good girl, but playing this, that making the brand and the others shine and make them on the first place, but forgetting about myself and my private life and my hobbies a little bit. And I know that I told you in the past that I started to have a big problems with my back, slightly, and then quite a lot. That there was a time I was not able to bend my back and head in the morning just to wash my face. Can you imagine this? In my age, I'm not an elderly lady. Still sexy age, right? So it's not possible for me to have these problems. So I started really to think about the rituals, the daily routines, and everything, that how to change that, how to make it working. That not only that I focus on work and of course of my family, friends, but also on me. And I also see this topic very, very crucial, actually, in many people I know at work or in my like friends, among my friends, like among everyone. That if people start forgetting about themselves, they make space to their husband or wife. They make space for their kids, especially when they are small. So it's a natural thing. But if they forget about themselves and do not make time for themselves, for their joy, it starts to disappear, the joy from their life. Slowly, you cannot observe it. Slowly, it disappears. And suddenly, there is no joy. I still have a lot of joy in my life, but I see among the people that the positivity, the energy, the life in their eyes is not as much as it used to be. And the main reason is that they forgot somewhere among the duties and among the tasks and among the taking care of their family to think about themselves. There is a common topic, self-love. I'm sure you heard about it more and more. Self-love. Because if we love ourselves in a healthy way, when you love yourself, you have set up healthy boundaries. You have also the people you surround yourself with. They are also good people. They don't talk behind your back about you negatively, or they don't drain your energy down as some energetical vampires. Positive and more positive things and occasions appear in your life. So that means that, and even when some negative situation appears, you have like more growth mindset in your mind developed. How to deal with the situation. You are not in a victim-based state that, it's a horrible situation. Yes, it always happened to me. No. It's a great situation which happened because you need to change something in your life, and you can focus on priorities. And you don't need to put your energy somewhere where it's not valued. So everything is actually positive when you look at the things from different perspectives. So how to treat yourself in a better way, and how to feel better and have more joy, how to accomplish to have it more in your life. First, start to treat yourself as your best friend. How do you talk to your best friend? Do you talk to him or her negatively? No, absolutely not. So the same way, talk to yourself. Another thing what I do, number 2, is like affirmations. You know definitely Louise Hay, right? She was really amazing person, and on YouTube there are so many videos with some morning, evening, afternoon meditation and self-talk. Is there really one of the common videos with Louise Hay. What I like about those videos is that you start to talk about yourself with yourself in a positive way. as you would talk to your best friend. So affirmation is also one of the things which you can start to apply. But if you don't feel like this, just think about yourself as your best friend. How would you talk to your best friend? How would you treat your best friend? Where would you like him or her to go? Would you like him or her to work all the time 12 hours a day? No. You would like him or her to enjoy the life and have a little bit of balance, to do whatever he or she likes in her life. That's the same thing you should apply also to yourself. So one of the things when I realized that I need to change something, that when I really had the biggest pain with my back and I was not able to bend in the morning to wash my face, I realized that it's crazy, that I really need to change something. And I realized that it started with me. So I need to change my daily habits, my daily rituals. I'm still on my way, because if I don't do the rituals on a regular basis, I can feel it. So it's my little reminder, which probably will be there my whole life. But now, from now on, maybe not, but definitely probably for the next few months. But what I can observe is that when I apply those small habits in every day, those small rituals which I apply every morning or every evening, I feel better. I have more energy. I am more focused. I'm more satisfied with myself. And with those positive feelings, I have more energy and focus also to my work. And I have more balance, because I value myself more. Because it starts with small things. If you tell to yourself that today I will go, for example, to gym, but you don't go. Tomorrow I will go to gym, but you don't go. On Wednesday I will go to gym, but you don't go because you have a lot of work. Okay. On Thursday I will go to gym, but something happens at work and you cannot go because you need to fulfill the duties, right? To task, because there will be the deadline at work. On Friday or weekend I will go to gym, but no, I need to work because I need to finalize the deadline. I don't know if you know this. Do you know this feeling? It was my case. I'm not sure that every weekend it was this case, but gym was an example. It can be with anything. So if you say something to yourself that you will do it, but you put on a higher place above you something else on a constant basis, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, weekends, and so on, that means that you slowly disappear from yourself. And also it means that you stop believing in yourself that whatever you say, it will be true. So we should be at the first place, because then, believe me, that you will have much more energy and you will feel much more better when you put yourself in the first place. As I have mentioned, it took me many years, so it was not an instant thing, because before I was putting all the time the brands on the first place. But I really can observe when I do the things which bring me joy, I can feel and see the difference when I talk to different people, or when I just compare to myself how I felt yesterday, how I felt a year ago or 2 years ago when I had these problems with my back. And now I don't have them. Now there is no pain. I can move properly and it's better and better. So I also have more joy because I do something for myself. So if you have family, kids, husband, wife, it's amazing, it's perfect, it's important to cherish them. But think also about you. There can be a small habit what you can start to apply. For example, putting into your weekly habit, into your weekly tasks, put there in every day a little thing which will bring you joy, or which you think is important for you. If you don't know how to do it, Start with one thing. Write down into a sheet of paper 30 things, not one, not two, 30 things which bring you joy and fulfillment. It can be anything. It can be walk. It can be listening to music. It can be reading books, going to the cinema, cooking, eating, going to a restaurant, I don't know, swimming, any kind of sport activities. So it can be anything, or traveling, going to some foreign country. Of course, you cannot do, well, you can, but doing this every day would be a little bit challenging, right? But going for a short walk, having a cold shower, doing some exercises in the morning, or yoga, meditation, affirmations, reading few pages every day, writing what made you this day special, what gave you joy. These things are these things are really small, and they don't take you a lot of time. But if you choose few things out of the list, out of the 30 activities which you write down, and you apply few of them every single day, believe me, you will feel much better. So, personally, what I do, what really brings me energy, and when also what helps me to feel fulfilled and much better in every day, I start every day with shower. I have to say that cold shower I used to do for many years. Now, since the back pain, I am in a lukewarm, so it's not cold. Cold, it's during summertime. So, but anyway, I do a shower every morning. I don't skip it, never. Just every single day I have a shower. After this, I love to meditate. So I have like 15 to 20 minute meditation. Sometimes when I cannot focus because I don't have just time, I do it at least 5 minutes or a few minutes. I just sit down and listen. They'll put there on a YouTube like calming music, relaxation music. There are so many videos you can really put there, which is calm, meditative, and by it I just focus on breathing. So breathing together with the meditation is really great, which sets me down and calms me down for the next day. And I feel really grounded. Another thing what I do after this meditation, exercises, because this is the thing what I have found out helps me to prevent back pain. And also it helps me to feel more energized, more feel in shape. And even it is a body warm up, and I don't of course run in the morning because at the beginning I needed really to move my back really slowly because I felt a lot of pain. Nowadays it's much better, and I am adding more exercises almost every day, or 5 times a week or 6 times a week, my every morning habit. And after this I go with my lovely dachshund, lovely doggy Rosie, for walk, where we have our regular walk, and she loves to meet her doggy friends. And so this is my like everyday morning routine, which makes me feel much better. It gives me energy, and this is the kind of thing which probably that's the reason why I feel more energized compared to some other people. Choose whatever you like to do. Choose whatever brings you energy, whatever brings you joy, and put it into your calendar. Maybe start slowly, not every day at once, because it might be a little bit difficult or challenging to start to apply it every day. But maybe 3 times a week to go somewhere. I don't know, if you want to go to gym, or if you want to start reading book, or 5 pages or 10 pages every day. And if someday you just can't do it because you don't have time, you don't feel like it, okay, no rush. Do it another day, but continue and do it on a regular basis, because you will definitely feel better and better. So, self-love is really important topic. I strongly believe that with applying those small micro habits in our everyday life, we will feel, all of us, every single one of us, better and better, because we then focus on the things which matter. And that's the thing which I believe is important. So now the teasing. Are you ready? I believe so. So ahead of us, there are really lovely people and lovely interviews with them. The first, which will be the next Sunday from 7 p.m. European time, will be interview with Jane Jones. She is a senior instructor, certified instructor of Wim Hof method, based in central France, where they apply Wim Hof method, and she's leading workshops and trainings to people. Actually, I would say like anyone who all over the world who come to their office. We spoke with Jane about benefits of Wim Hof method, what everything it brings about the physical and mental health, and how it influences us in our everyday life. Another thing what we spoke about is our breath, because it is so crucial how we breathe. Breathing, some techniques and Wim Hof method we will speak about on Sunday. Another thing what I found out, I had no idea before, and you will see what the Wim Hof method has amazing benefits for, is women among in the period of menopause, 50, 60 years old. It's really not pleasant, the menopause symptoms what they endure, and when they apply Wim Hof method on a regular basis, there are studies that women start to feel better, and they don't really realize the symptoms. They don't feel the symptoms in their real life of the menopause. So we were also speaking about this, which is really interesting. Definitely here among you there are some men, so don't be afraid. Menopause is not the main topic of next Sunday, but it will be part of it, because it's important part also for the relationship with women. So it's important for you to know this fact when you have for your current wife or partner. And also for the future, if your partner is not 50, 60 years old, but she's, 30 or less, or 40, of course. So that's another thing. And the second really great interview, which will be there next, is a recipe for a healthy relationship. Because everyone would like to have a healthy relationship, a nice, loving, of course, with ourselves, but with our partner. And I know really a couple for more years now, Jessa and Chris. They are really amazing couple. I have known them from, I think, since 2017, something like this. They are married for 23 years. Can you imagine this? Happily married, but of course together they are much longer time. So we will be speaking about how do they communicate with each other, because not every time in our relationships are the happy times. Not every day is a happy day. Sometimes challenges occur at work or in relationship, and it's important to handle them, not to hide them and not to talk about them. So the healthy way also how to deal with this difficult situation, to communicate it with your partner, how to communicate it, because that's really crucial, how to say it, not in an aggressive way, but really in a nice way. And how to pamper yourself and pamper your partner. That's the thing which is important to keep in your relationship, to make it more alive, like a fire, and not like, yeah, my husband. No, my husband, like you talk also about your husband or your wife in a nice way the whole time, because you feel it. So the healthy recipe for a happy relationship will be the next topic. And I truly believe that you will also love this couple, and also the tips Jessa and Chris will be sharing, because it was really pleasure just to watch them and listen to them, how they talked about themselves and the other partner. It was really, really lovely. So these are the upcoming interviews, and of course I'm preparing for you much more, so you can be looking forward to. Thank you that you follow podcast Jana Talk, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next Sunday in the next episode about Wim Hof method with Jane Jones. Wish you a wonderful evening and see you soon. Bye bye.